Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about the man who should be king, Vivek Ramaswamy. And I did want to kind of set expectations. I think it's going to be like 3 to 4 months before Donald Trump chooses his VP. I think it'll be aligned with the convention, with the Republican convention, and that means we got a little bit of time, which is great. So we really need to get so and we can so Vivek Ramaswamy's path to presidency is clearer than ever. He just needs to become Donald Trump's vice president, and then he will be president in 2024, in my humble opinion. I don't think I don't think there's any possibility that President Donald Trump will remain president for more than 20. I don't think he'll be president any less than 20 days, and I don't think he'll be president for any more than 200 days. And then we'll get Vivek Ramaswamy if Vivek Ramaswamy is chosen as his VP. So that's the task we need to get done. And I'm really excited about this because I love the idea that this is a task that cannot be done with money. And I think increasingly, like, the questions that matter are the questions that Google can't answer, right? Like, and the tasks that matter are the tasks that can't be accomplished with money. So we're really on this noble endeavor. We're on an adventure together, you and me, getting Vivek Ramaswamy to be the U.S. president, right, in 2024. Um, but who are his competitors? And so that's what I want to talk about today. Let's talk about who Vivek Ramaswamy's competitors are today. All right, let's jump in. So I'll give you the short list. There's 5 people on the short list right now. Okay. And I'm going to put Vivek Ramaswamy last on this list just because I talk about him every day. And you've heard me talk about him. Let's talk about everybody else first. But I have a very trusted source. And my trusted source is saying that Vivek is like probably number one on the list right now. And I'm very excited about that. Right. Um, so, so let's talk about the rest of them. Tulsi Gabbard. I'm not sure you guys remember, but in 2020, Tulsi Gabbard threw down. Like, she was a great candidate. I think Tulsi Gabbard, if you're going to make a woman president, that's the woman you make president, right? Like, Tulsi Gabbard was born for politics. Why? Because here's the thing: is if you're a politician, you have to be charismatic, confident, and intelligent. That's why Ron DeSantis failed, right? He was very intelligent. He was actually not confident. That's what that whole wearing heels thing was about, in my opinion. And then he was completely non charismatic. Tulsi Gabbard is marinated in charisma. She is a charisma machine, right? She like you like her before she opens her mouth. That's charisma right there. People who get charisma, the best definition of charisma I ever heard was people who can get other people to do what they want without a transaction. And that is Tulsi Gabbard. She is a political beast. She is extremely good, right? She is eminently confident, right? And she's super intelligent. But here's the kicker. This is why Tulsi is probably Vivek Ramaswamy's most dangerous competition. In America, camera is everything. The camera is everything. The camera is everything. The camera loves Tulsi Gabbard more than anybody on this list, including Vivek Ramaswamy. So that shouldn't matter, but it does, right? Like, my favorite movie reviewer is always saying, there's what is, and there's what should be, and there's what is, right? It shouldn't matter that, because the camera loves Tulsi Gabbard, because she seamlessly crushes on camera, right? Before she opens her mouth, right? It shouldn't matter, but it does. This is America, all right? Tulsi Gabbard, high on the list, real competitor. Next, Tucker Carlson. This is an absolute garbage pick. It would do nothing for Donald Trump. I think it's a rumor, right? Like, and just like maybe a smoke signal, like maybe just like chaff, right? To take out incoming. It's I think it's I there's no reason. He is on the list. He's on the short list. Tucker Carlson is on the short list. He has a very good relationship with Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is so chaotic, he could do something that is if he picked Tucker Carlson, what he would be doing is like, I don't need to get anybody. I already got this locked. I can pick whoever I want. And Tucker would just be, he, would not challenge or threaten Donald Trump in any way. And so that would be the only reason. Tucker Carlson would not be picked to gain a single vote. He would be picked in order to make Donald Trump comfortable, which is interesting. All right, let's keep going here. Next is Ben Carson. Ben Carson, yeah, the doctor from 2020. A lot of people, and my source, I have this fantastic source who really has his finger on the pulse of the right wing, right? Because I don't really have great channels to understand what the right wing is actually up to. I don't listen to people who are deep in the right wing that much. And the reason why is I agree with most they say, and I don't listen to people I agree with that all the time that much. And also most Republicans are bog standard boring. Like you know what they're going to say. I can't listen to people who I know what they're going to say before they say it. And that is virtually every Republican on this planet. Right? So there you go. So but I have this guy who's very patient and he actually listens to deep cut, like deep in the woods, real Republican right wingers, like very right wing, right? And he said that Ben Carson there's a good chance that he's going to get picked for um, Supreme Court by Donald Trump. So there's this idea that Donald Trump would pick Ben Carson, bring him in as the VP, then appoint him to the Supreme Court where he could no longer rule as VP, then pick whoever he wanted to actually be president for his VP, and then quit and have the new VP pardon him of everything. I love that theory. I think it's really, really smart. So I think Ben Carson could absolutely get put in from that perspective. Okay. All right. Next, Tim Scott. I love Tim Scott. And actually I was really sad when he left the race. And I have a video on that. I loved Tim Scott. He's really a fantastic candidate. He is a true American patriot and a brilliant man who's kind and tolerant that I have nothing but respect for. He'd be a good pick. He'd be a really good pick for Donald Trump, and it would be a huge signal to everybody that, hey, I'm Donald Trump, but I'm not as hyper prejudiced and hate monger the way you think I am. Right? It would prove like a lot of the theories and the rumors about Donald Trump being a hyper prejudiced hate monger wrong. I think that would really help. Tim Scott is a great, great candidate. Last is Vivek Ramaswamy. He's number one on the list. And the reason why is he works hard and he's charismatic, confident, intelligent, and really the man that should be king. And I think it would really help Donald Trump's legacy and it would help his safety. Vivek will pardon him for everything. And Vivek would actually crush it. It would be an incredible president for 8 years. And everybody would be like, oh, Donald Trump did that. He handed us the real president. Great, right? So that's the short list, in my humble opinion. And yes, what's important is when I hear your humble opinion. Please consider subscribing and have a wonderful fetch millennium.